Welcome to Diary of a Wannabe Comedian with me, Belle, a wannabe comedian. And I have 2 bits of news for you this week, 2 bits of creative comedy news. First of all, I fulfilled something on my bucket list. And secondly, I had a gig last night. So let's talk about the gig. So this was the guy who I met last Friday who said, come and do my night. I misinformed you totally. I said it was just a jester at the Betsy Trotwood. It wasn't at all. It was just another comedy night and it was in St Albans. So not far wrong. A long way wrong, actually. And it was a really good night. It was tricky getting there because I forget how unreliable the trains can be in this country. And somebody was, they said a person was taken ill at St Pancras. So we were just sat waiting and it's like, I didn't even know if I was going to get there, but I did. I arrived just on 8 o'clock, so just in the nick of time. And it was a really good night. Such a lovely audience, proper audience. And what I found interesting is they were laughing at the jokes that, should we say, some of the more woke, liberal, lefty audience that you get in central London in some of these open mics, you know, the very young audience don't appreciate jokes about Me Too. It's like, well, I think I've earned my right to tell these jokes, to be honest. But yes, it was really nice to see people laughing at those kind of jokes because they were, dare I say it, an older audience. All in all, a great gig, and I would definitely do it again. I hope they invite me back at some time. And I made it on the poster. Mind you, they picked an awful picture of me that they just I learned a lesson. They just downloaded this on Facebook. I didn't even remember putting it on Facebook. And it's like, perhaps I need to go through all my photographs and just remove all the dreadful ones, which would be pretty much all of them except those of Jeremy. But anyway, the other thing is that I achieved something on my bucket list, as I said, and that is I held the red card at King Gong on Monday at the Comedy Store. So the King Gong is where very brave comedians, I think there was 30 odd, get on the stage and try and last 5 minutes. And they pick on people in the audience. Well, not pick on, that's probably the wrong word, but they give 3 red cards. And when all 3 people have held those red cards up, the person gets gonged off. And I wanted to be a red card holder. And honestly, when I had it, it was such pressure. Don't want to be too soon. You don't want to be putting your, it was just the politics of it all did my head in the end. I think I pretty much got it right, apart from one. There was a young girl from somewhere like, I don't know where she was from. I don't know, Ukraine, somewhere like that. And it wasn't Ukraine, but she was actually really, really good. And 2 people put cards up on her quite quickly and I held mine down. But then I could start hearing the masses behind me was going, card. And it's like, but I think she's quite good. The only problem was I did start struggling to understand her. So that's kind of why I carded her, because I couldn't really hear the material. But I felt guilty about that one. And I should have stood my ground and thought, no, she's actually pretty good. So anyway, I've done that. Don't need to do it again. I thought it was interesting that the MC, who was very good, I might add, she was great MC, apart from she came over to me and said, now you look terrified in case I pick on you. I felt like saying, I'm really not terrified. That's kind of why I'm sat in the front row, and it's why I do stand-up comedy. I don't need to be scared of MCs. But I didn't. I just went along with it. Oh yes, I'm very scared. But anyway, it was good fun, a great night. Went with Comedy Dan, he had one of his friends there, and Happy Larry, another friend of mine. Much love and gratitude.